Hello guys, and welcome to today's video. Today this is going to be the first of 5 videos this week. Yes, because this week is AniPoke 25, so that means yes, we're going to be having a. That means we are going to be doing a lot of AniPoke videos this week. And the first one I want to do is a video on the rivals for my version of the AniPoke series, which be on the look up for something on Friday because yeah, something's coming out on Friday. But anyway, yeah, we're going to talk about the rivals. I also have done the companions, but a lot of the companions are done, but it's just that video's going to take longer to do, so I might as well show you what I've done for the rivals teams. And it isn't just Ash's rival, it's just my character's rival as well. So we're going to start off with Gary. I'll make you all aware that this isn't actually it's saying it's actually ain't Gary's full team, but this is what Gary's team is. My main team is used as Umbreon later on, but this is just for mainly Kanto. So we have either this Blastoise, which of course is his Starter, Arcanine, which is one of his most powerful Pokemon, Nidoqueen, which again, as we know, is one of Gary's most powerful. Dodrio, this is one he hasn't really used, but I think it's one of his best ones he has. And I gave him an Electabuzz, which will later become his Electivire. And of course his last one is going to be Golem, because it's one of his strongest Pokemon he has. So yeah, that's Gary's team. Now let's go to the next team. So guys, as you can see, yeah, Silver. This is gonna be, yeah, so my character's gonna have rival going to be Silver, and it's gonna be in the Johto team because there isn't really a rival, and I don't understand why Silver was never introduced. But yeah, my rival in Gen 2 is gonna be Silver. He's gonna have Alligator, Houndoom, which he actually has in the manga, Crobat, Magneton, Ursaring, and Alakazam. Which, yeah, a lot of his in-game team, but Ursaring as well was another one he has in the manga, and I don't think it suits him really well, considering how vicious Paul's Ursaring was. So yeah, as well guys, another one I have is Wally. Yeah, so Wally from Gen 3, and his team is Gardevoir, which is going to open the vaults. He gets Altaria. Consider one. Notice he's from his in-game team. Keklon's actually from something else. Then we have Roselia, Azumarill, Magneton, and Kecleon. So yeah, that's going to be Wally's team. Which Kecleon, I think he actually owns one of his in-game or something in the manga. I can't remember where I got it from. Then we have Barry, whose team is Empoleon, Roserade, Staraptor, Hitmonlee, Rapidash, and Snorlax. So what I did was that I switched out Heracross, because a lot of trying to use Heracross in the anime and Skarmory, because Skarmory doesn't really make sense when you have Staraptor. So yeah, I kept Hitmonlee, and then after I added on Rapidash and Snorlax. So that is Barry's team. Now we're going on to the next character's team. Now on to Bianca's team, which of course is what it's going to be Gary's main universe rival, and she has Emor, Cinccino, Musharna, Excavalier, Simipour, and Mienshao. So half of these won the game, and then half of these won the anime. So Emor and Cinccino and Excavalier are all from the anime, and then the last 3 are more coins she owns in the games. So yeah, that's her team, and now we're on to the next character's team. The next rival is Tierno's team. It's called Tierno. It's going to be Cam's main rival. Oh, I'll say my character's name. So yeah, his name's Cam. And he has Mega Blastoise, Ludicolo, Hitmontop, Raichu, Halucha, and Politoed. So yeah, pretty strong team, and most again is just from the anime. I added on some game ones as well. So anyway, yeah, let's go on to the next one, which is Howl's team. Howl's team is Decidueye, Raichu, Abominable, Vaporeon, Kamala, and Noivern. So basically it's a mix of its anime and games teams, and it's what then it's one from each version. Like we're done with the Noivern from the Ultra games and the Kamala from the Sun and Moon games. So yeah. But anyway, let's get into the next rival. Okay, this is an interesting one. So I actually have one of my rivals, actually a friendly rival when I go back in time to Hisui. That is a spoiler, but yeah, my character will go to Hisui and meets Ray, the main male protagonist of Legend Arceus, and his team. And this is going to be his companion, your child companion slash rival. So he has Hisuian Decidueye, Hisuian Arcanine, Basque Legion, Hisuian Braviary, Overquill, and Hisuian Zoroark. So yeah, like he has pretty much all Hisuian forms. My character's team's almost the same as that, but there are some differences. I'll show you that when we get to that eventually. The next rival, guys, is actually hot, believe it or not. So yeah, so the next rival is hot. And his team is Double, Cinderace, Corviknight, Boltund, Trevenant, and then Cramorant. Okay, now we are on to Richie's team. Richie's going to be used a lot earlier, and it's going to be Cam's main Kanto rival. And Richie's team is Sparky the Pikachu, Zippo the Charmeleon, Happy the Butterfree. Then we have a Speyere, which I know is interesting that in one of the battles he literally either has a tentacle or a Speyere, and I believe he's more of like a Speyere, so I'll give him that. But I believe it's just a random Grasso, but I think it would work. And then Vaporeon, because in an episode somewhere, it's not in the main anime, I think it's like in Chronicled or something, Richie asks Oak how to evolve his Eevee. So, obviously knowing he has an Eevee, I thought I'd evolve it up into Vaporeon to give him some type balance. Now we're going into Ash's main rivals, which by the way, I would have gone over Gary, so... But Gary will have more Mons, that is like his main battling team, so yeah. Let's get into this. But of course, guys, the first rival is Harrison, the guy who beat Ash in the Johto League. And his team is Blaziken, Sneasel, Kecleon, Grumpig, Steelix, and Houndoom. So, again, I gave him Mons. Okay, where's his team? I said I should out Hypno for Grumpig just so we have another like Hoenn Pokemon. So like half his team's Hoenn, and then they deliver his teams from like Kanto and Johto. So yeah, that's what I did for Harrison. So now we're going on to the next rival. Morrison's team is Swampert, Arcanine, Metagross, Steelix, Zangoose, and Gligar. So what I did is that I evolved his Growlithe and his Magneton and his Metanga to Arcanine and Metagross. Does make it look more imposing, and then after that I switched out Giraffe for Zangoose because I think they're really cool normal type thing to have, and plus, it probably has a very similar personality to Morrison anyway, so it's a good fit. So let's go into the next rival. Now on to Titan's team, who's basically all the same, except I switched Metagross for Salamence, and that is basically because, for some reason, both actually the rivals were using the Metang line and not Salamence line at all. So I honestly think they should have been using, one of them should have been using the Salamence line. So yeah, I switched out Titan's Metagross for a Salamence, which they are both pseudo legendary. So really not much of a change. And the next rival we're on to is Paul. So Paul's main team against Ash in this version would be Electivire, Torterra, Huntcrow, Ursaring, Magmortar, and Drapion. These are what I believe to be some of Paul's best and strongest Pokemon in the Sinnoh Saga, and I truly believe this is what Paul should have been using against Ash. So in the 6v6 in the Sinnoh League, this will be the team Paul will be using. So yeah, it's a really amazing team with somebody just powerful. The next one to Whip Off Paul, aka Trip. So yeah, a lot of changes being made to Trip's team. I kept Speyere, but then I gave him Buffalon, and this is because if you remember, he looked up to the champion older, and this was his ace. So I thought give him one. Chandelure is the same as I thought he's lamping up. I gave him Simiboard because basically since these are Universe rivals, I thought I would give him the Elemental Monkeys. And then after that, he has Conkeldurr, which he had in the original timeline. And after that, I have evolved his Vanillite up to a Vanillux. So yeah, so I did evolve a lot of his team. I'm gonna change a few members. Now I'm going on to the next rival. The next rival team is actually Stefan, who I just added more Pokemon to, because I thought his first few were really good, and I thought I would add a few more. So his new team is Striker, Sock, Lipard, Druddigon, and Bishop. Druddigon and Bishop, I honestly think will suit Stefan really well. So yeah, so I didn't take any Mons off. I just added more Mons on. So yeah, that is what Stefan's team is. And the next team is Sawyer's team. Sawyer's team is actually the only team that is literally exactly the same. I literally kept his entire team because honestly, I thought Sawyer's team was perfect, and a lot of the Pokemon fans thought his team was perfect. So yeah, pretty much I kept Sawyer's entire team the same because I think we should be changed. I think it's a perfect team. So now guys, we're going on to Alarm, where some changes have indeed been made. So yeah, with Alarm's team, I've kept Charizard, Tyranitar, Metagross, and Weavile, but then I have switched out. I have switched out Bishop for Scizor, because I think Scizor can do basically the same job that Bishop did, except from not KOing two of his Mons with freaking 1-8 KO moves. So yeah, I've given him a Scizor and also an Ursaring, because Ursaring, as we know, is an extremely strong Pokemon that the model rivals in the universe have used, like Silver and Paul. So yeah, of course I'm going to give him an Ursaring. So yeah, that is Alarm's team, and now we're going in to Galadion's team, and after that there's a few more teams. After that I'll probably go over some of the companions teams, guys. Now we're on to Galadion's team, which Galadion's team is Sylvanite, Lycanroc, Zoroark, Umbreon, Crobat, and Lucario. So pretty much all I did was add on Crobat and Lucario from his in-game team and gave him a full team of 6, because honestly I honestly think these are probably the two best options we have from his in-game team, and that way, and in that way, Gladion has a really nice and strong team for when he fights Ash in the Alola League is a lot more of a challenge. So now we're going on to B's team, which I have made actually some changes to. So B's team is Machamp, then Sirfetch'd. If you notice, there's no Hawlucha. I'll tell you why. So, what I did is that I switched up Hawlucha for Sirfetch'd because, as we know, in the SCB rival, it's mainly about Lucario versus Bratloff, right? This time, I'm going to give Ash's Farfetch'd a rival being B's Sirfetch'd. So basically in the third battle, both the Sirfetch'ds are going to rematch, and well, Ash's Sirfetch'd is going to win. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. So yeah, I'm adding Sirfetch'd to B just so that way Farfetch'd, aka Sirfetch'd, also has a rivalry. And then B's team are kept with Pangoro, Phalanx, Hitmontop, and Grapploct. Now we got Leon's team. With Leon, I can't say the rival, but I'll go with what I think his team is. Leon, I can't give. I don't know if this is gonna be the final team or not. But Leon's team is G-Max, Charizard, Dragapult, Aegislash, Mr. Rhyme, Seismitoad, and Haxorus. So, pretty much a lot of his in-game ones. I honestly think the reason is Mr. Rhyme and Surfetch to put not Surfetch, Aegislash is good. They can be like counterparts to actual Pokemon, like Surfetch is Aegislash. Mr. Rhyme can counterpart Mr. Mime that Ash owns, and before this video ends, I'm going to go over all of Ghost catches because, oh my god, there's so many. I literally have to structure all the freaking regions out, and there's like so many. So yeah, we're going to go over Ghost teams really quick. Well, Ghost and Pokemon, and then I'll go over his main team, and then after that in one of my next videos, I'll go over the rest of the companions. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Go's main team, then I'll go over all these catches. So Go's main team is Cinderace, Inteleon, Piraki, we have Raichu, Scizor, Mr. Rhyme. I'll go over everything. Scizor and Inteleon, same as the original timeline. However, Piraki is different. Piraki is in the Grookey. Ain't the same Grookey caught. This is gonna be one. This is that Piraki he attempted to catch in. Basically, this is the Piraki he attempted to catch in episode 101. And then Raichu and Scizor are just going to stay because they're so powerful. And Mr. Rhyme is actually going to be a nice Pokemon to give a counterpart to actually Mr. Mime. Now, though, we've got to go over Go's catches, which, oh my god, there are so many. So, of course, guys, because there's so many character ones, we actually split across 2 pages, so we'll go over all the ones. So we have Caterpie, Melopod, Butterfree, to Weedle, Kakuna, Beedrill, Pinsir, Scizor, which are that's from Cypher. Of course, so basically, let me explain. So any catches that are next to each other means they only evolve state, and they adjust the second Pokemon. So Cypher isn't here because Cypher, has evolved into Scizor. So that would be that counts as Cypher and Scizor. So then with Venonat and Venomoth, Parasect, Dugong, Pidgeotto and Pidgeot, Speyere, Fearow, Marowak, which one is evolved from the Cubone he caught, Nidoran male, Nidoran female, Nidorino, Nidorina, Rattata. Then we have Raticate, Oddish, Gloom, Vileplume, Tentacruel, Farfetch, Coughing, Ekans, Poliwag, Poliwhirl, again Executor or from Execute, Heracross, Raichu and Pikachu, obviously called Pikachu, his Pikachu evolved into Raichu, Hitmonchan, Aerodactyl, Geodude, Graveler, Cloyster, Zubat, Golbat, Shiny Voltorb, and Articuno. Yes, in my version, Go is going to catch Articuno from episode 102. Because honestly, a lot of us speculated and I really wanted it to happen. So in my version, Go is going to catch Articuno. But he's not going to catch you in every region. It's pretty much going to stay the same as the show, except adding 1 or 2 more on. So yeah, anyway, let's go into Johto's. I should also mention that from now on, in each region, Go has one of each starter. Not all the stages, but like some stages of each starter. So we have Totodile, Croconaw, Sentret, and Ferret. Because he doesn't own the regional, although he pretty much owns all regional rodents. So yeah. Then we have Stantler, Mischievous, Spinarak, Ariados, Pineco, Fortress, Hoot, Noctowl, Chinchou, Drowsy, Murkrow, Sunkern, Sunflora, Mareep, Yanma, Azurill, Marill, and of course Suicune. So those Hoenn Pokemon are. And then after that we have in terms of the Hoenn Pokemon, we have Mudkip, Marshtomp, Lotad, Lombre, Tailo, Swallow, Dustox, and Beautifly. I'm gonna give him both evolutions. Then Zigzagoon and Linoon, because obviously you know there's that regional form, and I could have seen an interesting episode. And we have Wingull, Pelipper, Trapinch, Vibrava, Flygon, Absol, Sharpedo, Cedar, and Kingdra. Cedar's going to be from the same as Kingdra, by the way. Then we have Numel, Seedot, Nuzleaf, and Nosepass. Now, I fixed Sinnoh, because Go, for some strange reason, only has a Man-type from Sinnoh. So yeah, I fixed it, and I think I may have got a nice team for Go finally, a nice set for Go for Sinnoh. Anyways, let's just get into it. In terms of Sinnoh, we have Turtwig and Growl, Nantike, Giant Magikarp, Goldeen, Starly and Staravia, Bidoof, Barrel, Kricketune, Shinx, Budew, Roselia, Burmy, and then both Morphle and Wormadam, Drifloon, Glameow, Finneon, and Lumineon. So yeah, I added a lot more like actual Sinnoh Pokemon for Go. So now we're gonna go on to Unova. Now guys, in terms of Unova, we've got Tepig, Pignite, Golurk, Dulmucker, Darmanitan, Sandile, Krokorok, Petalil, Lilligant, Durant, Ferroseed, Ferrothorn, Pidove, Tranquil, Lillipup, Patrat, Watchog, Tynamo, Roggenrola, Pansear, Purrline, Pamhor, and Woobat. So yeah, a lot more Unova ones. Now we're going into Kalos. Okay, this side here, Floki, is actually going to be canon soon, because, believe it or not, in 103, Go's going to be catching a Floki apparently, so yeah. So we've got Floki, Fletchling, Fletchinder, Dinocle, for the Floette, and then the basically that Floette he released is going to evolve into Florges. There's Scalabug, Spewpa, Vivleon, Phantom, Camelot, Squelp, Litleo, Skiddo, Spritzy, Swirlix, Esther, Clauncher, Amora, Cardink, Honedge, and Doublade. Now we're going to go on to Alola. But then we have, in terms of Alola, we have Popplio, Rione, Kukumuku, Executor, Geodude, Graveler, Bruxish, Passimian, Pikipek, Trumbeak, Yungoos, Gumshoes, Salandit, Grubbin, Chargebug, G-Fly, Kabula, Sandygast, Kamala, and Delmise. Now we're on to Galar, which is the only other page, which is the only one I've on with 2 pages, so let's go on to it. Alright now guys, we're now on to Galar, which we've got Cinderace, Inteleon, Thwackey, Greedent, Mr. Rhyme, Bumblebee, Boldore, Octozolt, Stunfisk, Phalanx, Alcremie, Sinidra, Rookidee, Copper Squire, Corsola, Gossifleur, Eldegoss, Blipbug, Doppler, Galarian Slowpoke, Wooloo, Appletaunt. I changed some changes on Ash's team, so that's what it is. And you'll see soon why. And you'll see soon why for Appletaunt, Toxel, Aracuda, Sizzlipede, Roly-Coly, Coco, Sinistea, Snom, Foslos, Cupid, Dreepy, Kubfu, and Galarian Zapdos. So go to the catch Galarian Zapdos in a Project Mew mission, and then Kubfu is going to be given to go by Asahi and Sarugi. But yeah, that's everything. Like, oh my god. Jesus, my voice is tired after reading all of those Mantra and Go. But yeah, you can see how much I'm giving him. But I might be adding on a few more. But you'll see that in the video when it comes to it. But anyway, yeah. Until the next video, guys. I'll see you again very soon.